I tell you to hop in the driver's seat, it's because I see some niggas and shit about to go up. So I need you to get ready and be ready to drive off. And the man have bought a bat. A bat to do what with it? I don't know. And he's like, is that? Is that? Oh my God. He put it me like this, like he was being serious.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Just cry for you. Don't think when you call me fool. Like controller. Yeah, like control.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Lisi and I'm back again with another epic, juicy, ghetto, and drama-filled story time. Y'all see the title of the mother clucking video. We pulled up on the ops hole, pulled up on the opposition. Oh my God, this was crazy, yo, this was crazy. But before I get into the story time, if you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Lisi. Y'all see the little sign, my little sign in the back. My government is Alicia. All of my returning viewers and subscribers, what's goody? What's poppin'? What's cracking? What's cracking? Y'all chillin'? Y'all chillin'? Hi, bet. Don't forget, y'all, to give this video a big like, comment, and subscribe, especially my subscribers, especially my returning people, my subbies. If you subscribe to the channel already, if you have watched more than 5 videos, please like the video and please comment. Please, pretty please. It's gonna help your girl get to 100K. Okay? Period. Alright, now that's all I gotta say for now. Let's just get straight into the video. Alright, y'all. So y'all see the title of the video. We pulled up on the ops, on the opposition, okay? So you trying to figure out who's we and who's the ops, right? Because obviously we means me. I was involved in pulling up, involved in skirting on the ops. So we we revisiting a character that a lot of y'all probably know. But if y'all don't know who Crazy is, you must be new to the channel. You must be new to the channel if you don't know who Crazy is. Now, if you don't know who Crazy is, those of y'all who do know, y'all know that Crazy is my crazy ass, narcissistic ass ex, okay? I have a whole entire series on my channel talking about the things that I endured with this man, and this story time is one story time that of some BS that I endured with this man. Now, if you want a backstory on Crazy or you just want the story, I have a whole entire playlist of my narcissistic ex series, and I do have another story time or probably a few other story times that are and aren't posted where Crazy is involved, because I couldn't fit every single thing that happened in this relationship into that series. So we have another video on Crazy's crazy ass, okay? If y'all don't know, okay, and if you do know, this is gonna be a little refresher, right? So Crazy was a drug dealer.
Oh my God.
Don't act shocked.
He was a drug dealer, okay? I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. And not only was Crazy a drug dealer, but he was the plug. Like, he was pushing P, like, yeah, like when I tell y'all, like, I've seen the most trees that I've ever seen in my life at one time in one space, like, with him. Like, I've been around other dudes who claim like they was Budmen and they claimed that they was pushing P, and no, they was not. Like, Crazy was definitely, I don't want to say he was at the top of the totem pole, but he was high on the totem pole, because it was like he was like, if you don't know the terminology, you better go on Urban Dictionary, because I'm using terminology for this whole ish, okay? But he was literally pushing peas. He was pushing peas. Like, he had like big, yo, it was crazy. And he was selling like peas. He was selling QPs. Like, he had a plug in Cali that was selling him on some is it like called like wholesale? He had a plug in Cali that was selling it for him to wholesale, and he's selling it for retail in New York. Like, shit was crazy. Shit was crazy. So boom, let's get into how we pulled up on the ops, right? So now y'all got that little backstory, right? When I had first met Crazy, if y'all don't know, I met Crazy when I was 18 years old during my freshman year of college. So when I had first met Crazy through a friend, I ain't gonna get into that. I had already knew that Crazy was a drug dealer. I had already knew this information up front. And these were back in the days where you was that girl if you was dating a drug dealer or a scammer. Like, I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. I'm not doing that ish no more, because it's too much drama that come with that. But yeah, these were the days where you was that girl if you was dating a drug dealer or a scammer. And at this point, I'm checking niggas off the list. Like, okay, did the scammer nigga, did the drug dealer nigga, like, who's next? Go. Who's next? Who's next? I was like, oh, the whole him selling what he was selling, it didn't turn me off or nothing, because I was just like, oh, I'm about to get free trees. Because I was like a super pothead, and these days, like, super pothead. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to get free trees, and I was getting free trees every time. Never paid for ish with that man. Never paid for ish, okay? It was like one day when, this was like in the beginning, like in our honeymoon stage before ish started getting crazy, right? When we was still getting like acquainted with each other, like we wasn't in a relationship yet or nothing, right? We driving around, and I think I'm just doing his little runs with him, because I ain't had no job. I ain't had nothing really going on with my life. So it's like, yeah, like I had a whole bunch of free time. So I was spending it with him, driving around with him in his car. So we was in Washington Heights one day. And if you don't know where Washington Heights is, it is a neighborhood in the northern part of Manhattan. That's where like the hood kind of starts in Manhattan. Well, there's like little mini hoods spread out in Manhattan. But the hood really start as you start going north, because then you start going to the Bronx too, right? Okay, so Washington Heights, that is like a predominantly Spanish, and it got some Africans in that neighborhood in Manhattan, right? So we driving in Washington Heights one day, and we driving on one block, and he basically like, oh yeah, like, I remember last year when I was living out here, he was doing some type of, I don't remember, because this was years ago, bitch, okay? He was doing some type of illegal activities with whoever, a whole bunch of Spanish dudes that was living out there. And I guess he blended in too, because he would be like, sometimes people would come up to him and start speaking in Spanish because they thought that he was Spanish because of how he looked, but he was a full-blown black man. But yeah, so anyways, whatever. So he was dealing with these Spanish dudes doing whatever they was doing, whatever type of illegal activities they was doing. And he was basically like, he had got jumped the year before, because I forgot what had happened, but just know he had got jumped. And he was basically like on some type of timing where it was like, if he saw them, like he was trying to get his lick back. Like ish wasn't settled with these dudes that either, I'm saying like, he said that they jumped him, but either they jumped him or they tried to jump him. It was one of the, but just know niggas was trying to jump him, okay? As we driving like down this block, he like fake looking, like, I'm like, you gonna try to run up with me here? Like why would you even come down this block and I'm here? Like, why are you putting me in that type of crossfire, sir? He basically is like, yeah,
So I'm just letting you know from now, if there's ever a day where I tell you to hop in the driver's seat, it's because I see some niggas and shit about to go up. So I need you to get ready and be ready to drive off when I hop back in the car.
y'all see why I named him crazy? Like, do y'all see now? Like, y'all probably been already seen that, but he wasn't only like crazy, like relationship wise, like he was just crazy, period, bitch, period. At the time, I'm just like, okay, we live in the young and the reckless. I'm thinking we on some Bonnie and Clyde shit. Like, yeah, like let's do it. Let's skirt all these motherfuckers. Like, let's do it. Yeah, so that was that, y'all. That was that. Mind you, the events that we about to get into right now, this was still very early on in our relationship. When, I mean, I don't think we was boyfriend and girlfriend at this point. I don't remember if we was boyfriend and girlfriend at this point, but either we was or we wasn't, or we was damn near close. Just know we was with each other, okay? It's like one day, he's basically, like, he's going through it in his head, and I'm like, damn, babe, like, what's wrong? Like, are you good? Like, are you good? Like, what's wrong? And he's like stressed out, because he like, oh, basically, because he was the plug, he had a whole bunch of tree, right? And, you know, I guess because he was nice, I don't know what he was doing. He basically fronted two guys a whole bunch of trees. Now, if you don't know what fronted means, to front somebody basically means that you give them the product up front for free. Normally it's supposed to be an exchange. Like, I give you the product and you give me the money. But he just gave them the product up front because they claimed that they was going through whatever they was going through. So they didn't have the money to give him right away. So he was like, I'm gonna front y'all, but as soon as you make that money back from what you start selling, give me the bread. Because the way that whole type of stuff works, y'all, is that the person will sell it to you for X amount, but you're supposed to sell it on your end to make profit. So he basically was like, all right, they're gonna make profit, whatever their profit is, off of the thing anyways. So when y'all make y'all profit, just give me my bread that you owe me. So basically, the first dude, he had given him about $600, I think, worth of product. And the second dude, he had given him about, let's say, $1,000 worth of product that he had fronted to both these dudes around the same time. And they both basically went ghost on him. Like, they was ducking and dodging his calls. They wasn't answering his calls. They wasn't getting back to him, nothing. So now he's stressed out because it's like, now he's short X amount of money because he fronted these dudes and they don't went ghost on him. And he was okay with fronting them at first because he had sold trees to them before. So he figured like, you know, this is gonna be a regular situation. Like, I'm gonna just front them this time. And then on top of that, they was all staying in the same neighborhood. And mind you, this neighborhood is a low key, it's a neighborhood, but it's like a town type ish. And I don't remember if I even said the name of the town that he stayed in, but if I did, y'all gotta figure it out because I'm not saying it right now. But just know the neighborhood, the town that he stayed in, it was a small town within Westchester. So it's like, you're bound to like run into people. Like, you're not gonna run into these people again. So, you know, he was just basically on some like, when he see them, like, it's up. Like, he's running their pockets, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, well, how you gonna run their pockets, like, if you see them? He was like, oh, yeah, I forgot which store he said he went to, but he had went to some store, and the man had bought a bat. A bat to do what with it? I don't know, but he said, yeah, he had just bought a bat, and whenever he sees them, it's up. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, oh my God. Like, what type of am I dealing with? Like, what type of, but y'all, I'm 18 years old, so it's just like, all of this is like low-key, like a thrill for me. But girl, catch me now. And like, listen, we all want a man who, you know, is with the ish. Okay, we all want a man who's with the shits. Okay, well, I don't know if y'all do, but I do. I want a man that, you know, if shit gotta get crazy, he could get crazy. But like, I don't want a man that is just crazy. Like, that's just how his chromosomes are balanced. Like, he's just a crazy ass nigga, just unhinged than a motherfucker. Like, no, but that's what crazy was, unhinged and crazier. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. At the time, y'all, I'm just going with it. I'm just going with it, because what other choice do I have other than to go with the flow? All right. So it was one day we was driving around and we was going to one of his friend's house. Mind you, within this same neighborhood, we was going to one of his friend's house because he had to drop something off to his friend's house, right? So we driving and we get to the crib and he kind of like slows down a little bit and then he just drives down the block. And I can tell like we about to spin the block. Bust a Yui. Not on the same street, but, you know, spin the block on the next street, da-da-da. So I'm like looking up and I'm like,
that's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
why the fuck? Like, what are we doing? I thought we were supposed to go to his friend's house and he was gonna drop us something or pick up something. But he just drove past the house and now we spinning the block. So I'm just like, this is just thoughts that's in my head, but I'm not questioning him, nothing, because I'm just like, I don't know, maybe there was a change of plans. So we pull back up in front of his friend's crib, okay? And he slows down a little bit and he, like, I need an example. So let's say this is the friend's crib, right? And we pull up like right here, like a little in front of the friend's crib, right? So he puts he puts the car in park and he's like,
Yo, hop in the driver's seat.
I'm like, oh my God. He put me like this, like he was being serious. Cause remember what the nigga told me, however long ago he told me. He said, if I ever tell you to hop in the driver's seat, that means I see an op, shit is about to go up, and I need you to be ready to skirt off when I hop back in the car. I'm like, oh, like, I wasn't ready to do this today. Like, I didn't think, like, this was gonna happen so soon. Like, why, God? What? So I'm, like, going through it. Like, I'm shaking. Like, as soon as he hopped out of the car mad fast, I'm like, and I'm like fixing the seat. I'm fixing the mirror real quick because I'm short at F. If y'all don't know, I'm 5'1". He had to been like 5'9" or something. So I'm getting ready. I'm shaking. I'm like looking at him like, what the fuck is this nigga about to do? Like, what is he about to do, bro? He goes, do I got another something I could use as an example? I wish. Oh, I got a tripod right there. Hold on. Okay. So, mind you, at this point too, y'all, like, I know how to drive, but I don't know how to drive and like push the pedal like how I be pushing the pedal now. Like, he was like, this was very early still in my driving days, and if y'all not new to the channel, y'all know that Crazy was, you know, perfecting my driving skills. So this was still in these days where it's just like, I knew how to do a little something, but like skirting off and like doing it without being scared shitless, I couldn't do that then. I could do that now. We skirt, like, we out now, we out. Crazy hops out the car. I don't remember. I don't remember if the bat was in the trunk. I think it was in the trunk. It was in the trunk. It was in the backseat another time. I'm gonna tell y'all in a sec. So boom, he goes to the trunk mad fast. Now I'm looking to the right, and this is like right outside of his friend's house. So I'm like, there's an op in front of his friend's house? Is his friend his op? Like, what's going on? So I turn to the right and I'm looking and I see it's a dude standing out front the house, and I could see like a little behind him is a woman holding a toddler, bitch. And then I could see it's another man, but he looked like an older man, like he like in his 60s, like he don't even got the time for all of this razzle dazzle and BS. So Crazy hops out the car. He like,
Yeah, what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Run your pockets, nigga. Run your pockets. Run your pockets right now. Give me my fucking money, nigga.
I'm like,
I'm in danger.
he like, yo, when I tell you this man, this op, he's emptying his pockets. Like he started, like he didn't want no smoke with Crazy, bro. He didn't want no smoke with Crazy. He emptying, like when I tell you the man's pocket was inside out. Inside out to where it's like he gotta tell, like, I don't got no more on me. I don't got no more shmoney on me, bro. Like you took all you. I ran my pockets. He said, all right, nigga, yeah. Nigga comes back, okay? He comes back to the car, right? And he comes on the driver's side. He opens the driver's door and he's like, oh,
I don't even need you to drive off no more. Hop in the passenger.
I'm like, okay. Cause I'm just like, I didn't know like we was gonna go through this today. So when he hops back in the car, he's like,
Yeah, that pussy ass nigga. I knew he wasn't on nothing, and his baby mother and his child was outside too. I didn't give a fuck. He was gonna run me my money.
And I'm like, okay, well, well, how much did you get? Did you get what he owed you? I'm pretty sure he said, or not pretty sure, but I think this was the guy that owed him like around $600, and he had about $400 in his pockets, like just bills and shit like that. So ran his pockets, and you know, he didn't get all the bread back, I don't think, but he got like, let's say 80 to 90% of the bread that this man had basically stole from him back. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God. So I don't remember what happened after that. I think we had spun the block again, because he just wanted, you know, the dude and his baby mother and whoever else to be gone so that he could actually go and drop off the stuff to his friend. So yeah, we had spun the block like again. We had, I don't know how much time we waited for, but we had spun the block again. And he called his friend to come outside, and he over there telling his friend everything that had just happened in front of his crib. Because, oh, I want to say too, like this crib that his friend had lived in, which eventually Crazy had winded up living in, which is crazy. It's a multi-family home. I don't know if y'all know, but we have multi-family homes in New York. So it was a big ass house that was divided into like 5 apartments. So I'm assuming like maybe the op and his baby mother, they had knew somebody that had lived in that house, and that's how they was there. I don't know, but Crazy caught him. Crazy caught him. Now, boom. Now, remember the other dude that had owed him like $1,000, right? Yeah. And it's so crazy because all of this happened literally within the same week, days apart. Like this happened one day. Let's say, I ain't even gonna try to say the day of the week because this was years ago, so I don't remember. But let's say like we had winded up seeing the other dude that owed him money like 5 days later. No cap, no cap. So sure enough, we in the hood, we driving around doing whatever it is that we doing. He's probably busting his sales and I'm just sitting there with him, whatever. We're on like a main street, so the street is real big, right? So he driving and he drives past like a parked car. Or we drive past a car that's parked up, right? And there's a guy who has his trunk open, standing by the trunk, So we drive past it, and he's like,
Is that nigga? Is that?
So guess what he do? You know, he bust a Yui. He bust a Yui. So we bust the Yui, right? We bust the Yui. And we're like across the street now, because mind you, we had just drove past the dude on the side that he was on. So he bust the Yui and he's on the other side and he looking out the window. He like,
Oh yeah, That's him.
That's him. I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Like, we just went through this and here we go again. So I'm like, okay, well, do you need me to hop in the driver's seat this time? Like, what you want me to do? He like,
Nah, you ain't even gotta do all of that. You good. You good. This nigga, he not on nothing. He not on nothing.
I'm like, okay, cool. So today, the bat was in the back seat, okay? So he didn't have to go through going in the trunk and da-da-da-da-da, right? Yo, when I tell you, so we had to bust, he drove down the street a little bit and he bust another U-turn to like, skirt! Like, he said, skirt! He said, skirt on the motherfucking yo. So, boom, he bust a U-E. We said skirt, okay? And he pulled up on this man, like, so crazy. The man was like startled, like he probably thought like somebody was about to crash into his back, because I think Crazy had told me like he was one of them people that, you know, them people that's just always selling something. They probably a booster or something and they always selling something. Yeah, this guy was one of those type of people. So he would just be selling a whole bunch of stuff out of his trunk, and I guess he took on selling trees as an extra source of income on top of selling clothes and whatever other miscellaneous ish that he was selling. So we pulled up on him. The man was like startled. You could tell he was startled. Mind you, I told you the bat was in the back seat today. So he just, feel me, ran up on out the car. He was like, what? yo. And mind you, I gotta show you an example again. So the nigga car is right here. Or let me show you in the side profile. The nigga car is right here, and we had pulled up like right behind him type shit. So I could see, like, I had a full view of the whole exchange. So Crazy come out the car. He like,
what's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Run me my money, nigga. Run your pockets. Run your pockets.
This man looked like he done seen the ghost of Christmas past, okay? Because he was shook. Like, he was shook. This man was like,
Alright, bro, chill, bro. What you gonna hit me with the bat? You gonna hit me with the bat, bro?
Nigga, shut the fuck up and run your pockets, nigga. Run your pockets.
he like, bat in hand. Nigga like, again, he having another nigga run his pockets. I'm like, wow. My nigga got niggas moving like this. My nigga got niggas running their pockets. Cause they like, my nigga really, he's really that nigga. Like, he's really that nigga for you to be having grown men so scared like this. But y'all see, this is why I named him Crazy. Cause he's crazy. He's literally insane. He's literally insane. And from this dude, I don't think, you know, he didn't get nowhere near the amount that the dude owed him. But, you know, it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? I bet you they never with him again. Cause the thing with Crazy, like, he don't look crazy unless he's like literally in a rage. If he's doing his normal like day-to-day activities, he does not look crazy. He looks like a regular civilian. He don't look like he do the things that he do. Like, he done told me he done pistol whipped back in the day. Like, he done told me all types of crazy ish that he did. I told y'all in the Narcissistic X series, like, the man had like 6-7 mugshots. Like listen, y'all, my mom ain't raised me like this. She ain't sent me to school to pick up no drug dealer and be a part of his shenanigans with him. Like, she ain't raised me like that. It just that's just how the cookie kind of crumbled for me. But like, today's version of Alicia, I'm not dealing with a man like the man, my husband, my next boyfriend, like my man who's in Houston somewhere. Where you at? I'm ready now. For you now. Listen, I'm not opposed to somebody that might have been arrested, you know what I'm saying? But no, my man does not have a record. He does not, you know, my man is with the shits. okay? But he does not have a record and he does not participate in criminal activities and things of that such, because I just don't have the time to deal with that. Like, dealing with a guy that was involved in criminal activity and street activity was very stressful and draining, and I'm not going through that anymore. I'm just not. Okay, so but yeah, that was basically that story time, y'all, on how we pulled up on the ops. Y'all got questions, comments, considerations? I know y'all was probably dying laughing at this video, but yeah, if you made it to the end of this video, be sure to put this emoji on the screen, and definitely don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and share, because all of those things is gonna push me, push your girl to the tippity top. Okay, I love y'all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next story time. Later.
I think I lie for you.